Davis, and I decided to do my TED Talk on child abuse. First, some scary facts about child abuse. A child abuse report is made every 10 seconds. 25% of girls and 15% of boys are abused before they become an adult. 84% of people in prison were abused as a child. Over 1,500 children die each year from child abuse, and it has to be stopped now. Do you think it's right that innocent children are mercilessly abused every day in our country? Most common types of child abuse: neglect, physical abuse, sexual abuse, and emotional abuse. First, neglect. Neglect accounts for 63% of all child abuse cases. Definition of neglect is the failure to provide for the shelter, safety, supervision, and nutritional needs of a child. There are three types of neglect: educational, emotional, and physical. Warning signs of neglect are bad hygiene, untreated injuries, or often late or missing from school. The other day in the news, I saw that 2 social workers were charged with the death of a 4-year-old girl they were responsible for. They were responsible for her, and they didn't pay enough attention to her, and they let her abusers, which are her parents, kill her. Not only was this little girl neglected and abused by her parents, but also by the people responsible for her rescue, if you will. The second type of child abuse is physical abuse. Physical abuse is an injury resulting from physical aggression. Physical abuse includes beating, slapping, or hitting. Also, burning with hot objects such as a cigarette. Hundreds of thousands of children are physically abused each year. Sexual abuse. Now, I know this topic may seem funny to some, so I asked for your utmost maturity when hearing about this type of abuse. The definition of sexual abuse is any sexual act between an adult and a child, including penetration, intercourse, incest, and rape. It is also sexual abuse if you expose a child to adult sexuality. Sexual abusers can be parents, siblings, or other relatives. Also neighbors or strangers. Signs of sexual abuse are seductiveness, excessive aggression, and fear of a certain adult. The last type of child abuse is emotional abuse. Emotional abuse includes name-calling and yelling. Emotional abuse can have terrible long-term effects, including low self-esteem. Here's a quote about child abuse. Child abuse casts a shadow that lasts a lifetime. What do you think this quote means? Here's a person named Paul McLaughlin's story. He was abused for 18 years. He was placed on a hot burner at the age of 4. He still has the scars from being beat by his own mother today. He fought through this to graduate high school at the age of 21. He went on to serve 2 years in the Army, and now he goes around the world talking about child abuse. That's a picture of Paul. Tips for helping a child abuse victim. Remain calm, reassure the victim that they are not at fault, and make sure that the safety of the child is not in jeopardy.
That's not helping you, is it? Did things fall out?
Way to be, John.